Thank you, Peter. Our second presentation today is from Adidas. 4 years ago, the team from Adidas attended this conference and they left inspired by the presentation from Jason Cox from Disney. And I have been so amazed by the Adidas journey since then. Fernando Cornago, who is now VP of Digital Tech, has presented at this conference for the last 3 years, describing the progression of their incredible journey. Last year, Fernando presented on their response to the global pandemic, which included both cost control as well as a focus on improving their e-commerce capabilities, which has suddenly become one of their most important channels for generating revenue. This year, he will present on how top business leadership has chosen e-commerce to be a critical part of their strategy, where they are choosing not just to compete, but to dominate. But it is also a story that has some challenges and setbacks. Describing how they overcame those challenges, Fernando will be presenting with Vikalp Yadav, Senior Director and Head of Digital SRE Operations, and Andreia Otto, Senior Platform Engineer and SRE, in charge of SRE for one of the most critical parts of the Adidas commercial ecosystem. Here's Fernando, Vikalp, and Andreia.
This is for all the optimists. All those brave enough to be optimistic.
We will not stop until we are done.
Rebellious optimism. It's what allows us to see possibilities.
Germany are the champions of Europe.
Where others only see the impossible. Seeing possibilities is putting spikes on a shoe, changing sports and minds forever.
Now I can go all over the world.
Seeing possibilities is opening the door for all to play.
This is who we are. We're going to own it. We will never shut up and dribble.
Let's do this together, baby. Let's go!
Seeing possibilities is doing something that's never been done before, and then going even further.
You have to be willing to seek.
We're at the very edge of what's possible.
Seeing possibilities is saying, why can't we leave the planet better than when we found it? Shaping a better future together.
We're building a whole new mindset of what is possible.
Seeing possibilities is taking 3 bold stripes and making them a cultural icon for all people.
So many 3 stripes.
Seeing possibilities. That's when we're at our best.
Adidas.
We are Adidas, and we see possibilities where others see impossible.
Fantastic. Impossible is nothing. And welcome everyone. I'm blessed to be here for the 3rd year in a row. And as usual, I will start with the progress report. And it's a good timing because we just released our company strategy for 2025. And this year, you will see, is heavily linked to technology. Afterwards, like every year, we will deep dive in one topic. And after 3 years talking about growth, DevOps, and freedom, we will tell you the story about outages, control, and release fitness at scale. So my name, for the ones connecting this year for the first time, is Fernando Cornago. And I am, since this month, May 2021, heading up the digital technology department for Adidas. After 6 years in the company foundations, working into the platform engineering, and technology engineering expansion and talent across our tech hubs. This year, as I said, we deep dive into operations at the scale. And for this, I brought with me Vikalp, the head of digital operations and SRE, and Andreia, one of our super talents and currently in charge of the SRE team in one of our most critical areas, web and mobile services, that contains some of our most critical and need to be stable value streams like content and product data management or our checkout API. You all know Adidas, but we as a company have a revenue of 20 billion euros per year with a net income more or less of 429 million. And we do this thanks to our 62,000 employees around the globe. But well, let's start from where we're coming from. So we had 4 record years between 2016 and 2019. And the relentless execution of creating the new, our former strategy, delivered exceptional brand momentum and financial results for us. Then 2020 came and allowed us to prove our resiliency as a company in all aspects, not only in technology, and prepare ourselves for the future, despite, of course, unprecedented challenges coming from COVID-19. It was also a year that accelerated the structural trends in our industry, making the sporting goods market even more attractive in the future. But 2020 was especially tough for technology, where we had to strip down our budget by 20%, more or less, while our most demanding area, the mentioned area of direct-to-consumer, digital touchpoints, we experienced the biggest growth in our history with 53% revenue. So this is an area moving for barely 500 million revenue in 2015 to 4 billion in 2020, and needs to go to 9 billion in 2025, being almost half of our business. It was also last year a year without a CIO. And that situation forced all the tech management team, including myself, to move towards value-driven conversations with our board members. The final result, even if it was painful, you will see, is, in my opinion, 3 years of progress into one single natural year. As I saw last year, our product domain map and our product areas is the center of every decision that we do. And during last year, it was more clear than ever the differentiation between the red areas, where we win and differentiate from our competition. So this is where our change budget goes. This is where we build unique solutions with our more than 1,500 engineers, with our extended network of partners and vendors, etc.